situation in Washington where security is very tight ahead of the Biden inauguration.
And we're learning more about how close some politicians came to real danger last week. WGN's Gaynor Hall is here with the very latest. Gaynor.
Yeah, Ray and Micah, several federal agencies have now launched investigations and will coordinate a review of the preparation and response to last week's attack. As the Washington Post is reporting, 3 days before it happened, an internal report from Capitol Police warned that Congress itself could be targeted. In the nation's capital, perimeter fencing is topped with barbed wire. Preparations continue for the inauguration, and thousands of National Guardsmen are in place.
There's a great deal of very concerning chatter.
Secret Service officials say they don't know if any known extremist groups will show up, but they're preparing for them.
We do recognize that because we have such a robust and hardened perimeter, we have so many assets inside the Penn Quarter Capitol area, that there is the potential for people to go elsewhere, whether it's back to their state capitals or to other parts of the city.
And there are new details on last week's deadly assault. An internal Capitol Police report days earlier warned that Congress could be targeted by Trump supporters, but the information did not appear to be widely shared. The Washington Post also reporting that Vice President Mike Pence came dangerously close to an angry mob, raising questions why he wasn't evacuated from the Senate chamber earlier. In a court filing in the case of Jacob Chansley, also known as the QAnon shaman, federal prosecutors in Arizona wrote strong evidence, including Chansley's own words and actions, supports that the intent of the rioters was to capture and assassinate elected officials in the U.S. government. But federal authorities have officially walked that back, saying there is no direct evidence of that claim. Chansley's attorney says President Trump should pardon his client.
He has 20 years hanging over his head, the felony charge, because he followed the president, because he accepted the president's invitation.
Inching closer to inauguration, the Capitol resembling a fortress.
I'm sad about it. I have to tell you that it looks that way. But I also know that we have a special responsibility, that there is a peaceful transition of power in our country.
The National Mall is closed, but permits were granted, allowing up to 100 people to protest at each of 2 locations on Pennsylvania Avenue.
They will be met by U.S. Park Police, escorted through magnetometers, and then taken to these areas so that they can exercise their First Amendment rights.
This is always going to be small. Now, with the insurrection of last week, it is necessitated by security to have more security, but it hasn't changed the nature of the swearing in. I think it's important for people to know that.
The Department of Defense authorized more National Guard troops to support security efforts. It's now up to 25,000. D.C.'s mayor again urging people to watch the inauguration from home.
Please, yes. All right, a lot more conversation ahead on that. Gaynor, thank you for that. Meantime.